Hey, welcome back to, actually, this is a mini podcast, not the regular podcast. Why is it a mini? Because it's going to be short. And I already did one the other day, but I'm just coming back from Printing United and I am reeling. I'm reeling because I can't believe how good the show was. I can't believe that I'm talking to people after the show still, and they're talking about how good it is. As one person said to me, we're back. How good is that? So today I have the baddest guy from the show who I think actually stole the show because what he was doing was above and beyond. We have Kevin Abergel with us.
How you doing, Chief?
I'm doing good. You?
Oh man, I can't tell you how happy I am to be here with you, Warren. After seeing you last week and to spend some time with you this week, man, I'm getting all my Warren energy going, and I got some cool shirts coming my way. So yeah, things are good.
Cool. Love it. Love it. Yeah, I don't get a lot of people that say that, but I appreciate you wanting to spend more time with me.
Of course,
people can only take me in doses, but that's okay. So, and oh, the t-shirts. I'm going to mention the t-shirts. You like the t-shirt? Spot UV my soul. I wore this one for you.
That for us. Yeah,
I wore it for you.
I felt that.
I wore it for the Embellishment King. So, just what the hell were you doing at the show that you're making so much noise?
Warren, we are constantly experimenting with new things, right? I think you know that we worked together for a while. You know that we're constantly throwing things out at the wall and seeing what sticks. And here we decided to do something a little bit different, right? We decided to do a tour for Printing United. And I think we kind of got the idea from you. We saw what you were doing last year, and I thought that was a phenomenal idea. And I said, we talked with Eric. So why don't we do something just specific only to digital embellishment? And maybe there's going to be some people who are interested. So we limited the tour to 10 people, and we got, our sponsors were going, and then we decided to make a lot of fun, just shit around the tour. We decided to get hand-painted album covers for each one of the sponsors. We dropped an LP.
Like I was going to say, the music was rocking.
Right. And that was something that happened. Like we figured it out. Hey, we had the idea on Friday. Saturday, we had the songs going. And by Monday, it was already on Apple Music. So it was something that just, these ideas come into your head. You have these new tools. And I know you're really into AI, but that entire album was really created. And if people don't know this, it was created by me on the bed watching PJ Masks with my 4-year-old on my arm, saying, "Oh, that slaps! Oh, that's great!" And that's how it was created. It was literally off of my phone, using some of these incredible AI apps. And you know what? Why not? It felt so good. The music is ridiculously good. It has no business being this good. I don't know if you listened to the album, Warren, but
I was listening. I was moving around. My head didn't stop.
Yeah, and so we had a lot of fun with that stuff, and then luckily, something happened where we were hoping maximum to get 75 people for the tours. We wanted groups of 15, and whatever happened, and then we ended up getting like 35, 45 people per tour. So we had to scramble to get headsets and all that stuff to keep up with the demand. And so we ended up with like over 150 people on the tour, and it was really cool because people were going there, and it was not, what is digital embellishment? Should I get into digital embellishment? A lot of the conversations we were having was like, all right, where should I go? Who should I be looking at? What should I be buying? Where's the good place to start? I'm getting into it for the first time. I already have these machines. I want to go to the next level. So the conversation, I feel, is totally different, where it's less discovery and it's now more of a conversation around, what's the right fit for me, because I want to get into this. So it's really, me, Aaron, it's like my dream to get the mainstream adoption of embellishment. And I feel like we're getting there.
So I think first of all, I'll just say that there was a couple of people I was chatting with that I didn't bring it up. They brought up to me about the tour and what an amazing idea. I mean, I had to tell them it was my idea first, but what an amazing idea, because it was curated and you took them around. And listen, I know what I'm doing when I go to a show, and I get lost sometimes, and I get, messed up in where I'm going, and I lose sight and I lose track. So for a particular case of embellishment, taking them to the right people, taking them to the right people, and the people being there with their sharpened presentation, right? And it's got to be more real. because you're bringing more people. So I love the fact that I love that the people are getting smarter in the questions they're asking and wanting to know. I love
Right.
the whole embellishment thing. My only fear is that people bite off more than they could chew as a printer, and then they get stuck. Like I tell
Right.
people, buy the press, find a trade guy to use some of the other embellishments, and when you get your dollars up, then go
So
buy the machine.
funny enough, a lot of people were doing that. They're like, yeah, we've been outsourcing for the past 3 years. We think it's time to bring it in. Where should we go? This is what my outsourcer uses. So a lot of those conversations were
Cool.
being had. And I think, a lot of printers who have, they've bought equipment before. I think people now are looking for that ROI and are more intelligent about their purchasing and their strategies moving forward. So I think it was good. And what you said, Warren, was kind of funny because I actually went on the tour just to audit to make sure how things were going. How does the audio hear? And it was really weird. And I'm not saying this plugging our own tour because it's over, so I have nothing to. But it was actually enjoyable to have somebody lead you through a booth, not have to go up and say, "Hey, what do you guys do?" Like an awkward conversation. Oh, you need to talk to this guy, and he's going to show you. It was just like you show up, and in 5 minutes, here's what we do. Come back if you want more. And for me, that experience was like, oh, that's actually kind of an easy experience to discover stuff where you didn't have to actually, get that awkward conversation, ask, what do you do? And things like that. So yeah, it was fun, man. It was
Well,
good.
the other thing that's good is when you go up to a booth and you're not part of a group, whoever you're talking to is doing this. Yeah, yeah, all's great. Look at the machine over there. Oh, is that Sam over there? Oh no,
Right.
look at that sheet. Oh, is that Mary over there? Because nobody
Right.
wants to miss anyone. But when you bring 6, 7, 8, 10 people over, they
Yeah.
can't look. They are only going to be, focused in on you. The other thing I like about the whole embellishment thing is now that you have a couple different players, the pricing's a little all over the place, right? So the
That's a
different
big one.
machines for your sleeking or your coating or your embellish, whatever it is you want to do, more players, different sizes, more opportunity.
So we saw that like a fellow Canadian company, actually, Scandicor, I think really dropped a giant bomb on the show, where they have a $55,000 inkjet unit, which is, yeah, it's not going to be the same speeds as the other stuff, but now anybody can give it a shot without really risking big. So it's like the mega entry level is now accessible and being launched, meaning that this could be like the first in many dominoes, but this could be that first domino to kind of launch this thing hyper mainstream.
By the way, I love those guys. They are so
Uh,
cool. They're
Good
so
people.
friendly. They're informative. They're not shoving anything down your throat. Their agenda is really how do we make some good customers work well here,
They love their stuff. They love what
right?
they do. You could feel it.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. And even you mentioned not fast. Um, I don't get tied up on all that speed stuff. These orders
Right.
that we're doing or that are being done with using all the are not huge. So 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes more to do it right
Right.
is worth it.
Right. Right. I agree.
And
I
there's
agree.
and people, why worry about that when you waste so much time elsewhere? I mean, everyone with more fast. Windows 10 came out. I haven't figured out Windows 7 yet, or half the stuff that it does, right? Or you need a new car. It's quicker. You can't drive faster anywhere. You can only go as
Right.
fast as you
Right.
can.
Right.
What?
Well, I think the smart idea is you want to graduate. You want to start off maybe smaller, and not bite off more than you can chew. And once you start doing pretty good, then it makes sense to move up and move up and move up. It just like in life, you start maybe driving a certain car when you're in high school, and then next thing you know, you have your first job. Same thing. You want to eventually scale that, right? So that's I think now there's a market for every budget, and we couldn't say that even 3 weeks ago. We couldn't say that.
Well, it's like AI. It's changing every week. But I remember when I
Right.
got into mountain biking and I went into the mountain bike store, I was like blown away at what the cost of some of the bikes were.
Yeah,
So
dude.
I went with a lower model, and I went out, but within a month I trashed it.
Yeah.
I think it was $700, and then ended up going back and spending $2,800. But I did learn at $2,800 the bike doesn't break the same way,
Right.
right?
Right.
So it
Right.
sticks around a little more. What was the feedback from some of the vendors?
They loved it. They loved it. I mean, look, anytime somebody is like bringing you 156 people to your booth throughout the show, The feedback was they loved the tour. The real feedback is they loved the show. So it was really, I think that was the overall feeling, like we are back. Like you said, the feeling was people are interested, people are buying, people were closing deals at the show from an OEM perspective. And I think it just feels good to see so many people in these booths. It's like, man, we've been through a rough spot here since COVID with trade shows. And it just feels like that 2016, 2017 timeline again. So it's kind of, I think that's kind of the overarching feeling. And you were walking the show too, so you must have kind of seen the same thing, no? What was
Yeah.
your feeling?
My only negative comment about the show was the carpet wasn't tight enough on the floor. And at first I thought it was me tripping over my feet until someone pointed out that there was bubbles in the carpet.
No
So,
kidding.
so
If that's all you got, man, it was a good show.
I was wearing New Balances. So I was like, oh, these shoes are no good. And I was so happy when I figured out that it was the carpet. But walking around was really just nice for me. And I did a little mini podcast yesterday where I talked about the top 10 things. But number one thing about a good show is when you leave and you didn't get to see all the people you wanted to see.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
For sure. You're too busy. You're too busy.
Well, no, usually I get to these shows and it doesn't matter how big it is. I could whip around it in a few hours and then get done what I want to get done. And this one, I kept going back to there and to there. And the other thing I found is because I'm now in the apparel business,
Right.
www.theprintwhisper.shop, everyone check it out. I just want to point out how nice the fabric is. And look at the arms. It holds your arm really good. No, it's important for guys.
Hey, which way's the gym? Is it that way?
Oh, there's no gym. I just take the book that matches and I do bicep curls with my books.
I love it, dude. It looks good.
Notice the pink and all branding. But a good show is also the people are in a good mood. So everybody was talking to everybody.
Yeah.
Right. I went up to one fella. So I was getting in everyone's face with my t-shirts and I jump in front of him and I'm like, I do my 1 minute spiel and I go to him. So what do you do? He goes, I sell t-shirts. but this was the kicker. He was older than I was, which was pretty cool. And he asked me a few questions and then he took me basically by the hand and walked me around the apparel section and said, you got to talk to this guy. You should know that guy. They do this. And it was like apparel education.
You got your own tour.
I got my own, and it happened a couple times actually.
Wow. Well, hey, maybe next year you do the apparel tour.
I'll do listen, you know me, I'm cheap. I could be bought for anything. I'll do anything anybody wants, just like take me fishing.
I love it, dude. So I love it.
Even on the plane, I'm sitting on the plane, I'm wearing my t-shirt that says my anxiety has anxiety. And I see a lady walking on and she's reading it because I see her head doing this. And then she smiles. And I just whip out a card. That's why everybody needs a business card in the world of print. And I said, you could get more shirts like this here. And she was great.
That's right. That's right. Hopefully she put an order in, man.
Speaking of business cards, I did get your new ones and they were pretty shiny, feely.
Oh, dude, super nice. Shout out to our friends at Big Dogs in Canada. They made some really incredible business cards for us with smart paper. So they're all NFC embedded. And so super thick. So it's got that like super thick feel to it, all embellished. And then if you tap your phone, it brings you to the Linktree. Yeah, they did an awesome job. If you're in Canada, check them out. They're in the Toronto area. Those guys are doing crazy stuff. They're putting video screens in print and mailing it to you as an invitation. So you open this invitation and there's literally a personalized video of somebody talking to you.
Wow.
With speakers and all that in the piece of print. So they're doing really cool stuff.
Well, hey, listen, print is very much alive and well, but if you could find a little niche or something to do that no one's doing, and there's quite a few people out there, but I won't call them out because it's their little niche.
Right.
There are plenty of people in our industry making all kinds of money that go unnoticed.
Right.
So I'm kind of telling people, don't look at your competitors. It doesn't matter. And if you look at your stuff. Well, the problem with that is if you look at your competitors, or if you listen to people who say business is bad, your subconscious starts to buy in and feed it back to you.
That's right.
I've always been of the mindset where I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what the numbers say or the statistics of the industry, because in there are always people killing it. They just don't talk about it. It's like, it's always like, why do people stop marketing when business gets tough?
Right. That's when you should be doing the most. Yeah.
Right. So I don't get all that. But anyways, I guess I'm not going to solve all the print problems in one day in this world, right?
No, you already got you got to the, I think I follow all obviously the videos and stuff that you put up. So you definitely do address a lot of the problems in I think a really constructive way. So yeah.
Appreciate that. Thank you. It's all I really want to do. I want everybody on both sides to be good.
Right.
And then we're really good and strong as an industry, because the bottom line is, and I keep saying it, and I want more people to say it when they're selling, the world does not run without print.
Yeah.
Period.
People don't realize. Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
I think printers realize, but a lot of the others don't.
Well, a lot of overdoses if you don't know the instructions for the medication that you're taking.
That's right. Exactly right.
I'm not saying that's good or bad. I'm just saying that you're taking the wrong the wrong medication. So,
dude.
What are you going to do next year for the print show? It's going to be hard to beat what you've been doing.
We were just talking about that internally. It's like, man, it's going to be tough. We put the bar pretty high this year, so we're going to have to go back to the drawing board and come up some other crazy ideas. But we are just now digesting 2025, and then we'll have some good ideas for 26, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm never worried about you and ideas, right? Well, actually, not you. You got Matt.
Yes, we have Matt. We have a phenomenal team.
You got the design guru, so it's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
so, anything you want to add before I cut you?
Just make sure you go to the printwhisperer.shop, get yourself some really cool embellishment t-shirts, wear them on camera, so that we continue to mainstream this movement around digital embellishments. And appreciate all your support of the industry, and thanks for making those embellishment t-shirts. I will definitely be putting mine to good use. So yeah.
I appreciate the plug on my show. Thank you. Very, very good. I want to just mention one other thing about the t-shirts. The most important thing about these t-shirts is I'm giving a percentage away to charity, particularly children. Not 1%, not 3%, not 5%. I'm giving 10% of the profit right off the bat. It's non-negotiable. My plan is not to discount these shirts because it's more important that we help the kids. The world is such a fucked up place today that we got to make sure that the youngins, especially the ones that aren't well, have a really good running start. And anyone wants to argue with me about that one, I'm ready to fight you. Because the world is all about, I don't want to fight, but the world's all about kids. It's not about us anymore. Well, not about me as I'm getting up in age and crossing lines, right? Maybe when I found out my daughter was pregnant and I'm going to have a grandchild, I can't believe I just said that. Wow. It just gives you a different view on what the world is.
Yeah, I agree.
It's got to make it better. Anyways, that's enough of the plugging. Kevin, always great to chat and hang out. Love the shit you're doing. It's off the charts. Everyone could learn something from Kevin. And everybody else, I love you too for listening. I just wish I knew how many people were really listening. Send me a note if you are. And if you want to be on, or someone who should be on, really just reach out, let me know, and it'd be my pleasure.
Very cool, Warren. Awesome hanging out with you, buddy.
Always. Everybody else, have a great day. Cheers.